feel like it's been a long time since we've started off an episode in the encampment. Hey buddy, welcome back to more Triangle Strategy. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we went to the Rosellan village and recruited Trish, who we'll talk to right now. This time we're going to be choosing the Liberty path, going with Benedict. Well, if it ain't the Wolf Lordland himself, come to post to welcome me to your house. Listen, your lordship, between you and me, I reckon I'm worth $1 million of the troops you got here. Now, wait just a minute. You don't get to look at me like that till you've seen me in battle. Trish, once a member of a notorious band of thieves, she agreed to join House Wolfort if the Lord would spare the lives of her aging father and crew. Reason that we're in the encampment is not just for that, but we can get some more promotions. First off is Trish, who we can promote to Treasure Hunter. As for what Trish can do, she is another archer, however she is focused on movement as well as stealing, as well as a little bit of fire. Leap, pretty good, similar to Traverse, as well as Moon Jump, that's one Milo has. Natural affinity for fire, she also, as she moves, will pick up spoils along the way. And when using normal attack, she has a chance to steal an item. Not a great chance, it's similar to Mug that Travis has, but it's not great. Increase things. As for what she can use her TP for, Flaming Arrow, Bullseye.
Reckon I'm better than Pa now.
Yeah, probably. And we'll also get Lionel up to the Elocutionist, which is a weird word.
This shall lead to fortunes upon fortunes.
And, of course, I do want to also, nope, not Giovanna, go over to Jens, because new person means new weapon upgrades. Spider Silk, Meteorite Fragment. She does have access to Act Again, which is, of course, really good. Treasure and TP, that's not really all that useful. She's not gonna I mean, really, all she would use it for is, Act Again. Which, yeah, sure, why not? Superior Timber, oh, right, money. I spent money on more recovery items. Greetings, Lord Saranoa. Lately, both battle and business have been good to Lionel. Some people have even taken to calling him the Elocutionist. Lionel has heard that other merchants envy his many talents. It certainly isn't easy being so gifted. Indeed. Loot and abilities, two things you can't polish to a fine sheen. My record speaks for itself. From now on, I'll be Treasure Hunter Tristia. There's always sitting on heaps of treasure, and once this war is over, we can go find it all. I don't think we've talked to Travis since his upgrade. Lately, feels like I got even more power to spare than usual. My crew always say I should think about my age, but that's just a number, and I hate numbers. There's only one boss around these parts, and that's me. I ain't about to lose to anyone, at least of all some kids who think they know better. I'm telling you, my lord, I'm just gonna keep getting better and better. Whenever you need me, just say the word. We probably won't need you all that much, to be honest. Two character stories. One for Travis, and one for Giovanna. So let's start with Travis's.
Travis, I heard you were involved in a fight earlier in town. Is that true?
Well, you see...
You simply cannot use violence against innocent townspeople. You told us you had a change of heart and washed your hands of banditry, did you not?
You got it all wrong, Miss Gila. There's a real good reason it came to blows.
Is there now?
We've been working honest jobs since getting pardoned by Lord Saranoa, you see. But then, a bunch of those awful moneylenders got wind of it.
And started telling everyone we was bandits just to spite us.
Then these fellas got booted from their jobs because of that. I know how hard they were working to turn over a new leaf, so I went over there and... Please, you gotta believe me. Our days of thieving are in the past. We're honest folk now.
Once a thief, always a thief. Men's hearts don't change so easily. Besides, weren't you their leader? From what I hear, your daughter was a dirty thief as well.
That was all my doing. Poor girl had no choice in the matter.
Do you take me for a fool? You two robbed people together. She's got a scoundrel's blood in her, and always will. Same goes for all of you filthy thieves.
I'd choose my next words carefully if I were you. Say whatever you will about me. But another word against my daughter or my mates, and they might be your last.
Threaten me all you like. It won't change a thing. You were born scoundrels. Admit it. You've already helped yourself to some of my wares, haven't you?
You bastard!
I had no idea.
But you're right. I'm just a big fool making an even bigger mess of things. Being honest's a whole lot harder than thieving, I'll tell you that.
But boss, you did what you could.
Always thinking of us. You're the best, boss.
No, I owe you an apology. You were trying so hard and I'm just sitting around here griping. This is all my fault. And I'm gonna set it right. Just give me some time.
Travis, thank you for telling me what happened. I will speak to Lord Serenoa and Lady Federica on the matter. In exchange, you must promise never to resort to violence again. Understood?
I swear it. Thanks, Miss Gila.
I wonder if that dialogue would change if you're on utility with Roland's path, because then Frederica wouldn't be around. Who knows? I'm not gonna find out. Fuck that path.
Wow, it's really coming down today. And we've been trekking through these mountains for hours now. My legs are killing me. I don't know how you do it, Huette.
Such complex terrain cannot be scouted from the sky alone. Not to mention our view from above would be obscured by the rain. So going on foot is our best option.
I understand. Being part of House Wolfort's army and out here with you, it's given me a renewed appreciation of the land. Cannot thank you enough, Huette.
It is Lord Serenoa who you should thank. And you can show your gratitude by helping me complete our mission as quickly as possible. The rain has washed away our foothold on these slopes, so we're behind schedule.
Please, wait, Huette. The clouds tell me the rain is unlikely to let up anytime soon. And there is a high chance of mudslides on the slopes ahead. So perhaps we should make our camp here for the day.
It sounds to me like you just want to take a break.
Not so. Given the groundwater and these conditions, the terrain is prone to collapse. Huette, this is my life's work. You must believe me.
Very well. If you insist, we can wait out the rain here for the day.
Thank you.
beautiful day.
Now, back to scouting.
You there! The road ahead's collapsed. You'll have to go around. It's awful up there. Some were even injured in the fall. They turned me away just now.
If we had continued yesterday, we could have died. Thank you, Giovanna. Your research saved my life.
I'm happy that analyzing all those stones wasn't for nothing.
So you know a lot about stones, do you? Why don't you take this? I found this strange little one over by the landslide.
This looks just like the stone you had when you collapsed.
It's the fossil of a snail, one that lives only in Hyzant, around the source.
But this came from inside the mountain.
It did indeed. It might sound preposterous, but I have a theory that a great sea of salt once covered all of Norzelia.
The entire realm?
As I said before, the mountains, rivers, and forests change over time, just like any living thing. Long, long ago, a giant sea of salt could have easily covered this place.
Given the state of the land today, that's difficult to believe. Do you think you could find records of it in the archives?
Perhaps. But this is something I wish to see with my own eyes. After all this scouting, I've realized that I need to explore the land myself if I'm to learn more about it. So I'm going to journey to every corner of Norzelia and uncover all its secrets.
Every corner of Norzelia? That's quite an undertaking.
When the war is over, might you take me there atop Flugi?
I suppose I do owe you my life. When the war is over, let's do just that.
Thank you, Huette. I could not be happier to call you friend.
So Giovanna, through pure science, is figuring out the stuff that the Rosellans knew the entire time. Fuck you, Hyzant. I'm glad that we're gonna be attacking you. Just wanted to make sure because I did switch to very easy and fast. Just for going through the mine mission because, good lord, that mission is annoying to get through. It's not, well, especially on very easy, it's not difficult per se, and I don't even think when we did it on hard, no, we were on normal. It wasn't too difficult even on normal, but still. As for this one, we do need a decent bit of liberty. Act only according to your own convictions. Might have time to think about it, my lord. Of course, the path before me diverges as well, and I must also take time to think before making a decision. Let us both choose a path that leaves us with no regrets. Thank you, Lord Cyrano. It's an honor to call you my lord. Thinking Roland. So he would join forces with the Duchy not only to survive, but to prepare for the final stage of his plan. I think it a strategy no ordinary tactician would come up with. I would most certainly not want him as my enemy. Thankfully for us, he is House Wolford's most loyal retainer. It does make me wonder if everything he has done is simply for the sake of our house, or something more. Everyone's choices are deeply rooted in their convictions. Makes me wonder if they will be able to abide by the Scale's decisions. Lord Cyrano, we'll follow you to lead everyone down the right path. Guess what? We're not going to be able to do that.
Aye, lad.
Sweat and blood's fed this land. Built into a proper domain. I see no reason why we should surrender all to Hyzant. Lady Frederica, while I sympathize, ask that we risk everything for the sake of the Roselle. Benedict's got the right of it, I reckon, but even that doesn't quite quiet the nagging and the feeling I get every time I think about our options. Think Benedict's gotta get us through this too, eh? How do you reckon? Yeah, that's true.
Besides,
You really think they'll turn on us the moment they get the salt crystals? At least they rewrote their history around a lie justifying the goddess's creed and the abuse of the Roselle Eredor. No way of knowing how they might treat the people of Glenbrook from one day to the
joking?
next. I understand your hesitancy, but I think you might be making too much of this. Treating us with respect would be the perfect way to show off how righteous their precious goddess is. And more than that, Erica and they wouldn't go out of the way to make enemies of you and the king so readily. You'll be okay, lad. I mean, I think he sided with us
Lord
anyways,
Saranoa.
so...
However,
Why has Benedict's strategy swayed you? Yeah.
well then.
Indeed, their claims of equality are undone by the suffering of the Roselle, and their lies the employees maintain control of the source. I care little for their deceit myself. Meanwhile, as Frost's vaunted freedom is, in practice, a gladiatorial arena. Bjornbrook, too, hides its sins behind a thick growth of tradition. All nations betray their ideals. Do I have the right of it? Just so. Granted, I understand your fury and moral imperative that animates it. But what is war if not the clash of two such indignations? I digress. What we need is strategy, whether it be to win or merely stave off defeat. I'm not doing great at this whole convincing thing. Pray, tell me what drives you to embrace Benedict's strategy. I don't really think you would care about that. Perhaps. The contribution of our domain and the crystals, coupled with the fall of Ezra, should want us unfathomable sea in their eyes.
What if...
While Saintly Seven controlled the South, and thought nothing of oppressing the Roselle to maintain their hold on power. So yes, I see little reason why they would look kindly upon a recent converts such as ourselves making an entrance. All the while we know the truth. The goddess's teachings are a lie. Precisely. We would meet a swift end indeed if they were to find out that we know. Yes, there are plenty of reasons to strike them down now. What outcome do you foresee?
I wonder about that.
On what grounds? Limburg is a kingdom of unbelievers, and we cannot guarantee every last one of our subjects will take up the goddess's teaching. I'm taking a rather dim view of all this. I should think nearly all of them will. Or at least feign, or at the very least feign that they have, that at the cost of living in peace and harmony. Perhaps they are as flexible and resilient as you say. I should certainly like to believe so. They are, for better and worse. Useless as it is to tell you now, you needn't worry about the people. Rather, I fear they are too pliable and learn to hate the Roselle ere long.
However,
so you wish to enact Benedict's stratagem? What leads you to believe we should ally with Ezfrost? You have the right of it, my lord. We'll take everything we hold dear, as suits their perverse version of equality. And we only look to the Roselle to see how well they'll tolerate dissent. Indeed, if not for the esteem we gained in their eyes, we would never have reclaimed the capital. But we owe them no more. If we submit to their rule, I shudder to think what will become of us. Thus the use of the salt crystals to establish our standing with them. You know what? At least I convinced one person.
It is time to cast our votes. The opinions before us are many. Roland's, Frederica's, Benedict.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Okay.
You have my vote.
Okay.
I have faith in you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Alright.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
At least this isn't as bad of a path as Roland's. Roland's path is so dumb.
The way forward is decided. We will follow Benedict's plan and join forces with Esfrost to lay Hyzant low.